Good morning and welcome back. We'll be going over lesson 3 in the chaplain's course. The basics of counseling. Whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean I got to be a counselor? You do basically. So let's go over what you will probably see or what you will be doing, the basics of counseling. Because what do you do as a chaplain? You try to make people's situations better. You talk to them. You listen to them. You may be counseling and giving them some advice. So let's go over lesson 3 and see what we can get into. Chaplains talk to many people as they minister. You got that chaplain title on there. Somebody sees you're wearing a shirt right here that says chaplain, or you got a hat that says chaplain, and they come up to you, oh, you're a chaplain? Can I ask you a question about so-and-so? How do you feel about this? What can I do about this? You see, people understand you're a chaplain. You build a good rapport in the community. People will call you and say, hey, chaplain, so-and-so. Can we talk? Yes. Yes, you can talk. Remember, unless you have a master's in counseling, and I'm not even going to say that, unless you have a bachelor's in counseling or above, you're not a professional counselor. You're a God-given man or woman that's a chaplain. You're doing basic counseling. So what do I mean by that? Help them if you can. Get them the questions, do things. But here's a few tips that I'm going to give you right now that I do in counseling. And I do have a degree in it. First of all, where are you going to counsel at? If they want to talk to you, are you going to meet them at their house? All right, men. All right, women. Listen to this. Did I tell you I was directing to the point? You're a male counselor. You go to this lady's house and everything like that. You're talking. She gets mad. She accuses you of doing something. Do you have any witnesses? Ladies, you're counseling a guy like that, and he says you assaulted him, or you tried to sexually assault him. Do you have any witnesses? Boy, you just got put in a situation you don't want to be. I don't counsel one-on-one at a person's house. I have a mutual place to go. Now, could it be in my office here at my house? Yes, as long as my wife's here. As long as somebody here that can come by and check on me about every 10 minutes when I'm counseling. And most counseling sessions don't go over 30 minutes. Keep that in mind. I have somebody checking on me. Do I have windows? Oh, yeah, look behind me. I have windows. I can leave the door open. Or do I have a counseling spot? I have a window and a door if a person comes by. Church is a good place. Have an office set aside that you're with your local church, at your church you go to, that you can have counseling. If I have a secretary, my church is not a good position. Do I have the combination to get in? Yes, I do. We don't have a full-time secretary. So there I am again in a room by myself. If I can't have witnesses, or invest in a video. Now, the best thing to do is have it where you know it's there. Don't tell people that your video have it. You're not going to use it unless you are. Somebody says something against you, then you have the video and say, well, this is the video, have the date on it, the time on it, and everything. No, this was our counseling session. Counseling, make sure I have an office here. My door is to the right. So if I was going to counsel you, I will spin around in my chair, and there's a chair beside me or over there. But my chair will be closer to the door than yours. Do not leave yourself a blocked exit. Don't do that. There's times, and you're a great and wonderful person for being a chaplain, man and lady, but you got to use some common sense. Counseling sessions, like I said, they want to talk to you. Keep it around 30 minutes. Like I said, I keep these videos 15 so you can have a break because you're studying this at your own pace. Keep it around 30 minutes, no more. If you have to counsel somebody over 3 times, and that's just my personal setup, some of the things I'm telling you about, but I'm just saying there to help you. If I got to counsel somebody over 3 times as a chaplain, I'm going to get them professional help. Like I said, when I'm a chaplain, I do chaplain things. I can sit down and counsel. I have a degree, but I don't. I keep it on the chaplain level. So you want to make sure that after you've talked to them about 3 times, get them help. They need it. You're not a professional counselor. You don't need to be their dependency and go-to and all that. You need to get them help. What do you do as a chaplain? You're there to serve and help people. So get them help. That's just little tidbits that may help you in your future and what you're doing. That's just from some experiences that I have. So, a good chaplain counselor possesses the following characteristics. Number 1, love for people. If you don't love people, you ain't going to serve them. I mean, we've been over that. Accept people for who they are. Remember that scenario I told you about, that this guy looks so rough and all that? There's a dead child and two adults laying there, and you got to go over and you got to be in a situation. You got to talk to them and do things. Have you been called out as a chaplain to do that? Accept them for who they are. This is not time to judge. You're not in a situation to judge this. The time to be cautious and watch what you're doing, watch their attitudes and how they are, but it's not time to judge them. Carry no hidden agendas. I don't think when you finish this chaplain course that you all have hidden agendas. I don't think you're coming on here just to get a chaplain so you can go out and beat on people. I don't think you are. Carry no hidden agendas. Be empathetic, compassionate, and understanding. That's what I told you. Listen to them. Be understanding. Let them talk. Be compassionate. Where we go again? People don't what? Care how much you know till they know how much you care. By the end of these courses, I think you will have that memorized. That's what you need to do. Accept and respect people's feelings. Sacrifice time for self to help someone else. What do we say about family and stuff? Sacrifice time. How much time you going to sacrifice? Set your limits. Learn to say no, so you can stay in this and do chaplaincy for years. How much time you going to spend with this person? Like I said, usually if I talk to them, I'm in a situation, unless it goes over and they accept Jesus Christ and we need to pray and we need to do things and they got 20,000 questions, 30 minutes. 30 minutes is usually what I set. You may go shorter, you may go longer. That's up to you. Say no. Here we go again. How many times? It's 2 lessons already, or 3 lessons, and you've heard this word again? I mean, do you think it's not important in being a chaplain? I mean, say no in a nice but firm way when you cannot help. We've already been over that. I'm not going to beat the horse again, but you need to learn how to set limits and say no. When we honestly ask ourselves which person in our life means the most to us, we often find that it is those who, instead of giving advice, solutions, or cures, have been chosen rather to share our pain and touch our wounds with a tender and gentle hand. Who does that sound like? Sounds just like my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I don't need somebody to set the agenda and do all that. I want somebody that's going to touch me with a gentle hand and really care and compassion if I'm in a situation and you come in. That's what a chaplain should do. A chaplain has 2 types of counseling, formal and informal. Formal counseling takes place in the office, and like I said, a controlled environment. What you do counseling, and like I said, basically my rule is, as chaplain, 3 times, and they need to get professional help. Informal counseling takes place to go in the hallway, workplace, restaurant, whenever a person desires to discuss his or her problems. That's informal counseling. That's when they have a problem. That's when they come up to you and say, hey, I see you're a chaplain. I'm having a problem with this. Can you help me? That's when you get to go ahead, and that's informal counseling. Basic characteristics of formal counseling. Go over these real quick. Be sure the room is pleasant looking, feeling, and smelling. Set up a non-resistant home as much as you want to have a good area that they feel like they're at home. They feel like they're comfortable in setting this up and doing things. Place the chairs so you face one another without objects in view. You don't need to have plants or anything in your way when you try and talk to somebody, because what we talk about, making eye-to-eye contact, and you want to talk to them. Because when they're talking to you, you want to be able to see your expressions, and you want to see theirs. Basically, you really listening. You want to see their expressions when they're talking, things they're doing. That will help you discern where you need to go with your counseling. Set a definite date and time for the appointment. How long will it be? Keep the session moving. There may be pauses, silence. You may have to. That's what a good psychologist does, like what I tell you. He keeps the session moving. He may say something to keep them talking and doing things. Keep it flowing. Allow the counselee to express his or her feelings, not yours, not your input and all that. Their feelings, what they're feeling, what they need to do. You can be empathetic with them, but you don't have to try to be on the same level. Say, well, I know what you're talking about. I've done that, and I've been there, and I've done that. They don't care. They want to know what you're going to do for them and their feelings. Be professional. Dress neat and clean. That's a good thing. Informal, you may be out in your blue jeans and T-shirt. That's fine. But if you're going to set up a counseling session, look nice. Look like a professional. Basic characteristics of informal counseling. Be sure to sit or stand with direct eye contact will be maintained, same as the other. Be patient. Listen to them talk. The more they talk, the better it is for them. Respect a person's time. Don't go over too much. Don't impose on their time. Let them decide whether to remain in the current location or move another place. The decision's theirs. Keep your personal remarks to a minimum. We already went over that. Excuse me. Help to counsel to relax by being relaxed yourself. Respond to the counselee with head or face gestures with positive body language. Positive body language. Don't be going, okay, go ahead and talk about it. You can be sitting there going, yes, it's very interesting. Just that little thing right there. They understand to look at you, you're listening. You say, yeah. Do the Aristotle thing. They know you're listening. Not just, yeah, let's go ahead and tell me about it. Oh, what you got going on? Okay, let's get at it. You see, you wouldn't want me doing that if I was counseling you. So make sure your body language says a lot. Words of wisdom for the chaplain. When counseling, meet only real needs, not perceived needs. Do not build dependency. Move them towards independence. And that's what we're going to finish up with very quickly. Move them towards independence, away from your counseling to a counselor if they need it. Do not build up your expectations. Go to their expectations. This is not a place to dictate what goes on. You control the environment as a chaplain. You control the topic as a chaplain. You control what you do. But you also control it in love and in care. So we're going to take a break right here. So we will be coming back with another lesson plan. Go stretch. Go do what you need to do. God bless you.